started, and then I'm like, hold on, let me go live and film this, because I hardly ever share too much of what I do outside of music or current projects. I always like wait till I'm doing a certain project, and then I try to share just that project, but let's do it like this. Alright, so today what we got going on, I bought a custom desktop. So let me show you guys this real quick. Do it like this. So I'm using like the back side of my house as like a makeshift workshop, which I do a lot with the, I got a full enclosed back porch. It's mainly storage, but I could use it as like a little workshop. Setting up this tripod stand. I already set it up. I'm just trying to. Is that gonna work? No, that's the other side of Velcro. Freak. Alright, I'm gonna need the other pieces. Alright, about to show you guys what's going on. 1 second. Dang, I'm gonna have to get those little stickies. Alright, so this is what we got going on. So we're on the back porch in the workshop. So I bought a custom piece. This is called, it's called like Future. But they sell these pre-made slabs. They're the cheapest you can get besides buying like a butcher block, but they're like the same size. Some of the butcher blocks are a lot bigger for full countertops, but you can get these. So this is 30 by 48 inches. So 30 by 4 feet. Yeah, 48. And then it is 40 millimeters thick, or I think 2 inches it is. And then I bought some black stain. Okay, 1.5 inch thick. Yeah, so 1.5 inch thick top. And I tried to go with a door at first, so I seen these 80 inches. But then when I cut it down to size, I realized this shit's hollow. I didn't think it was hollow. I swear I thought it, turn this light on. I thought this thing was solid, but it's literally like particle board. Like corrugated board. So it's just like a little fucking, what's this, like a 1 by 1.5 with a thin layer. But on the outside it looks stellar. Like it looks like it's solid on the outside, but it's not. So I cut it down to size and realized it's hollow and it's not gonna work. So I had to go back and get this. But I bought this to process. So I guess when you're staining wood, there's 2 separate things you gotta do. You have to do the stain and then the poly after. If you don't do the poly, you'll mess it up. So this is a 2-in-1. It's the stain and poly. I had to mix it real good. So this is satin classic black. I wanted a glossy black, but this is all they had. So either 25 for this or 50 for the stain and thing of the poly, which I didn't even need this much. I only needed maybe 15 square feet or 12 square feet. And the little cans of these will cover 19 square feet. So we bought a couple pads. You could use these pads. What's up, guys? This is the cheapest way. It's these staining pads. They're like $5 for 2. It's a sponge. I wanted to buy a brush, but the freaking, because you got to get a certain brush for this. The brushes was $16 for one, like the big wide brushes. But anyway, so Minwax, Polyshade, I got these at Lowe's. This was about $80. That was about 25-ish, maybe $30, something like that. I bought that door first, so easily spent like $100 on that and that. Cut that, couldn't take it back. Had to go back today, get this. and then I'll show you guys. We'll go walk through the house. I never show my house. Let's take you guys to the cribble. Living room, drum setup, a light just on a stand. This is a grow light when I used to grow trees. Keyboard, stacks of shoes, and then that's the old logo. And we go in. That's the new logo, but I'm getting ready to do this. Got a session open. Turn this light off. Mikey Leon, what's up, man? Alright. I'm trying to show. Oh, here's the logo right here. So I designed this logo last year, the end of the year. I designed that logo 2024, 2020, early 2025. Kind of happy with it, kind of don't love it. I already like got that put on hoodies. And then I designed that logo and put that on some new hoodies. But the album is going to be titled ST, or Scantless Talk. And then this one just says ScantlessBeatz and a cross on the back, which I thought was dope. Like, it took me a minute to think of that design, because that A works perfect in both the names, and it works perfect as like a cross. So that's my custom hoodie. But this is the desk. So I ordered like the cheapest adjustable desk from Amazon. So you can get an adjustable desk from Amazon for like 120 bucks, 150 bucks. I got this for like 115. I basically just ordered it. Let's go here. I just ordered it just for the base, for the stand, right? And I'm like, later on I was going to replace the top. So it came with a black top, but it came in two pieces. So you had this big fucking line down the middle. And every time I'm using the mouse, I'm hitting this big ass fucking crack where it connects together. It's the dumbest shit ever, man. Not productive at all. So I knew eventually I would have to replace the top. So I had this extra piece of wood laying around, which this is like 27 inches by 4 feet or whatever it is. No, 27 by... Dude, I don't even fucking know. I get the measuring tape out. But we're replacing this top. Is what we're doing. So this is going to be replaced with a little bit bigger. I bought these custom elbow pads on Amazon and then cut them to size and then just put double-sided tape. So you have, you know, a nice spot to rest your elbows. And then it says to run 2 coats of that stain. And I got some shit I was cooking with. I bought, I'll show you guys this real quick. So I bought the new Rhodes piano anthology, a pianoology. And then also too, my old controller fit on here, so I had to make a bigger keyboard tray. In which all I did is I bought like a $30 tray holder, and then just cut a piece of wood to size. I just measured my keyboard, cut it to size. So I just had to cut a bigger piece of wood. This is actually part of the old top of the desk. So I just cut a piece off, left the width of it, and then put like some padding, and then but this Rhodes piano is really, really good, man. I was like really, really impressed. The only other piano that I use more is what's that called? Crow Hill's Vaults piano. Their Vaults piano is really good. Sometimes it crashes my session when I load it. Let me see if I can load it on without it crashing. But this is the Rhodes pianoology. So you get 3 different pianos. You get an electric, a grand, and an upright. This grand is phenomenal. The Graham with the cardioid Neumann mic, which I have one of the Neumanns, and then just using a different amp. But the cool thing about the Rhodes, you know, you get a preamp, an EQ, compressor, tremolo, chorus, phaser, delay. I use the tremolo and the delay a lot. I don't use the phaser or the chorus much, but it's there. And you got reverb. So you have all these things in here where you can mix it with. Like if I was to play, what's this? It's a beat I was just working on earlier. Something real simple. But this model 77 through soft tube, this thing's so powerful, like it uses so much CPU. It will make the session glitch if you're running too much shit. Come on. So yeah, this model 77, I bought this recently. This is soft tube. This is on sale for like $35 right now for the week. And then after the week, it's like $160, $180, something like that. But I started sampling this out already. For the play. Come on, bro. Man, I'm over it. Anyways, custom desk today. See, that shit's fucking... Let me disable that. Tools. Purge unused audio clip, or no. Smart disable for all plugins. We'll disable that. It uses up a lot of processing. A ton. Man, fuck this, dude. Every fucking time, man. And so what I was doing is just... Jesus Christ, man. So I was just making like a simple pattern, and then the magic was coming in where I'm adding it. So I'll make like an effects bus or an effects chain. So gross beat bus, and then on it run a gross beat Semantics Illusion plugin, which that's new. That just came out in like the last month. Some reverb or some black hole reverb. That's a crazy name for a plugin. Or running Shaperbox. So Shaperbox has Halftime, like they're the creator, Cable Guy's creator of Halftime. But the algorithm for Halftime and Shaperbox is a little bit different, or a little bit better in a sorts inside Shaperbox. But Shaperbox, you can daisy chain like a bunch of crazy effects. So that's that. But let's get back to staining this freaking desk. Alright, man. Like I said, I don't go live a lot showing my process or showing everyday shit that I do. I'm always working on some type of project. Like I do work on vehicles. I just did some work on the car the other day. Let me see if I can get this to hang. So I got this little battery pack, so I don't have to plug my phone into the freaking outlet. My daughter's bike. She still rides that thing. She's grown. She's got a driver's license now. She'll be driving my truck. I've done videos on my truck in the past. I'm supposed to do an update video. Come on, bro. Tons of difficulties today. Alright, let's flop this boy around. I thought it'd be cool to just show this process on staining a custom desk. Alright, what's the battery at? 43%, so that thing's working. Yeah, you could buy these little like battery packs. I unplug this boy. Jesus Christ, dog. So I bought a real little battery pack. So this is for my Femi camera. So this literally plugs into the bottom of the Femi, my little gimbal, and then this Velcro's on the little stand. That way, I don't just have 2 hours or an hour of battery life. Like we shot all day footage with this. Like the last video we did, we went downtown Detroit and we shot for 6 hours straight, and I never had to worry about battery because I had one of these plugged in. So I buy these little battery packs and use them for when I'm shooting footage or whatever the case. They even got a big battery, EcoFlow, for the studio, so like I can go on a remote setup and have it. All right, I think that'd be good right there. And this shit is black, so it says to apply 2 thin coats. But the person that worked in this department that educated me on this, like on the process, they said to apply more because this is not that durable. I wanted a glossy black, not like a matte black. So I guess when you're looking for this, it'll say what it is down here. So it's satin. So satin classic black, not glossy any. And then it's just poly shades. So it tells you it has the stain plus the poly. So it's a 2-in-1. So all you gotta do is just this. But I guess the con using this is not that durable. And then I would say put any plastic down. So I just got some plastic set down. And then you gotta stir this pretty good. I just used like a drill bit and then put it in it and stirred it. Like I just put this on my drill, stirred it really good. At the bottom, there was all this like gunk just settled to the bottom. So it's a good idea to get that stirred really quick. I mean, you could get like a little stir stick, but you want to make sure that's stirred up real good because whatever chemicals that's used in that, you don't want all that stuff just sitting at the bottom and not being applied. Like it was coming off like that. See those chunks? So all that's settled to the bottom. So you want to get that mixed up real good. Like I said, I've never done this before. I've always been intimidated at like staining wood or trying to stain wood. And there's really not that much to it. I've done way more complicated stuff. Like, I knew you could stain wood. I was just hoping, like, dude, I hope I can stain this black. So I'm just basically just dipping this in here. And then letting like, the excess drip off. And then I got, like, just, like, a garbage bag on the table. So this is on top of this. So none of this stuff is dripping on nothing. Because it's going to stain anything it touches. Then we'll just try it like this. I already fucked up by starting and then stopping. I started it and I'm like, man, I should film this. It's just like, had part of the process going. And I'm probably going on thicker than I need to, but I'll just spread it out. It's basically like paint. So I guess the important thing is to get even coverage. So kind of like when you're painting, you're kind of overlapping. Because then I was thinking, if I ever want this to be shinier, I was thinking like I could probably just spray a clear coat on it. Like buy some like lacquer, some type of clear coat. Just clear coat it. You know what I mean? This sponges work fairly well, man. Because it has like a microfiber cloth over a sponge, so the sponge soaks everything up. And then if you need more, you just squeeze it or press down. Alright, let's try a bit more. Said I got like 2 for like $5. Have any of you guys out there, anybody watching this, done this before? Anyone ever stained any wood? This is my first time doing this shit. Trying not to get it on my glove at all. But it is what it is, bro. And anytime I go live, I debate, like, should I just go live on YouTube or should I go... Because, like, a lot of my viewership is over on Facebook. Like, people in my age range or people I grew up with, everybody is on Facebook, bro. I mean, people are on other socials, and everybody has their, you know, their favorite social that they go to by default. Mine is YouTube and Instagram by default, right? But I'm never on social media. Like, I'm never on there just scrolling. I'm never on there looking to see what people are doing. I have no idea what the fuck is going on in the world or in people's lives. If you don't hit me direct, I don't, you know, I'm clueless. And I kind of designed it that way to keep my life, like, distraction free from any of the bullshit, because there's just so much today. Like, there's just so much. Because anytime I catch myself just checking Facebook, it'd be like, or even Instagram, notifications. So you look at all your notifications, see, okay, who messaged me, who tagged me. 16 for a brush. Yeah, that's crazy. That's why I got these sponges. So if anyone ever does this, you gotta get a special brush. You can't just buy like a paintbrush. You gotta get, I forgot what it says. It says something, there's a certain saying on it, but it's sold in the section where they sell all this stuff. But she recommended this, so, I mean, $5. But it's sometimes going the cheaper route, you know, the job's harder or things come out jacked up. You know what I mean? So it's like always when I'm doing something I've never done before, I might want to try to, like, get the best option. But I was already over budget on this, you know what I'm saying? My budget for this, honestly, was like $60, $80, and it turned into almost double that. Well, no, it did turn into double that. It's more than that. And then these slabs, you can't find these everywhere. So Home Depot didn't even carry this brand. When I was looking at because Home Depot's my default for when, like, anything projects, I go to Home Depot. It's all, like, by location where it's at. It's easier to get to on the street. If I need to go to Lowe's, I gotta go to the other side of the main street. And it's always a pain in the ass trying to get to that side, so I've always just went to Home Depot. But Home Depot didn't even carry this brand, which I believe what's called Future or Frontier or some shit like that. Like I said, this one was $80. It's fucked up because on their website, they advertise it $65, 4 feet by 30 inches. And it's like, damn, that's a good deal. 1 1/4 or 1 3/4 inch thick. Because again, that's a good deal. Because like a piece of butcher block like this, which is what I wanted. I wanted to get a piece of butcher block. But then I'm like, bro, I'm not spending $250 on a piece of wood. Like, that's crazy. And then they said after you put this on, do not wipe it. Like, don't try to wipe it down. I think I put the first layer on a little heavy. Damn, shit got all over the glove. And I didn't have to buy no gloves because I already had. I buy these from Home Depot. These are the best type of like gloves. They're the kind with the orange layer. And it's like $15 for like a pack of them, like a big pack or small medium pack. But these are like the best gloves. Because they're pretty thick, they're durable. Like, they don't rip easy. Like, I've reused like the same pair over and over and over. This is like actually like my last pair I had in the door of my truck. Damn, that shit is sticky. And then when I was putting on that old desktop I had, so that shit's like made out of particle board. That shit fucking, I got 3 splinters in the tip of my fingers. And when you get fingers, what's up? Dakota Dubious? Bro, I can't never read people's names, bro. People be having some unique, creative names to where, like, I swear to God, I'm dyslexic sometimes. I'm not dyslexic, but I feel dyslexic. Yeah, so for anybody that is new and might just be tapping in, I'm D. I go by ScantlessBeatz, Detroit-based producer here in Detroit, Michigan. Born and raised in Detroit, Southwest Detroit, and in the outskirts later on in life, which now is where I live, on the outside of the city. I'm probably like 20 minutes from the city right now, maybe 15. But everybody that I grew up with, like, everyone slowly, like, as your parent or your parents start to make more money or do better in life, they work to get up out of like the bad neighborhoods. And my mom was real big. She's like, because I got in trouble at an early age. I'm talking 5, 6 years old, doing some crazy shit with all the grown kids, and you're just getting into bullshit. And my mom was like, I got to get him the fuck up out this neighborhood. And luckily, we did get up out earlier because all my cousins, all my friends, everybody ended up in prison. Everybody ended up with a criminal record. Everybody ended up fucked up. Everybody ended up like just, but, and then you don't know nothing, you know what I'm saying? You only know what you see. You only know what you're told, you know. So when you're being raised up, like, all right, man, let's pull some licks. Fuck this shit. Fuck buying that shit. Let's just go gank that shit. Fuck that motherfucker. Let's just go stick him up. It's not that you follow suit. It's just like, okay, this is how we do it, all right. And you end up fucking up your whole life. But I'm on the outskirts now. It's kind of like nice and peaceful. Granted, we had a shooting like 2 years ago. This fucking tweaker came with a fucking pistol. It was down the street and my security cameras caught it. I never posted the video. I don't think I did. There was a house down at the corner that was pumping pills and meth. I can't say for a fact they was pumping meth because I didn't see it, but I can only tell. But like, when you grow up slinging dope or just doing certain shit, you know what's going on, like, without anybody telling you. So for me, I was always seeing all these tweakers walking down my block. So tweakers as in meaning meth addict tweakers, or just dope addict tweakers. So looking half homeless, half okay, like they're trying to keep themselves together, carrying backpacks, and they're just always walking. They got that zombie walk. Walking back and forth to that house all times of the day. So this old dude one day There's a couple people down there chilling. There's two regular brothers that was always down there. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Cops been caught on the one guy a lot of times. So I'd always see him on my security cameras. I got security cameras all around the house. Mainly because of that and from having past smoke or past beef with people. Just keeping an eye on shit. You don't want your cars getting fucked with. You don't want your house getting fucked with. So I got a big monitor up, all my cameras. I can see everything that's going on. It records everything. So this guy, I'm just chilling. I hear like a gunshot go off. Then I hear another. Then I hear another. Then I hear another. It was like 5 or 6 shots. I didn't hear the first 1 or 2. I don't think I did. I can't remember. I just remember hearing a couple gunshots and was like, damn. And then they was like a minute to 2 minutes apart. So it wasn't like bam, 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 bam. And it was like, okay, who's shooting? It was like bam. A couple minutes go by. Bam. It was the weirdest fucking shit. So I grabbed my thing and run outside because I'm like, what the fuck is going on? My daughter's room's right in the front. My room's right in the front. Only thing I'm thinking of, fuck, a bullet's gonna come through the window. So I go outside and make sure there's no one coming to the house or whatever. All the neighbors are out. And he's like, yeah, somebody came and shot homie. So there was a guy ran in the house, chased another guy across the street, on my side of the street, in between the houses. All I can imagine, because the cameras didn't catch that, because like the house was in the way, is like almost like he made him beg for his life, so he was shooting shots around him, and then eventually, like the last shot, or one of the shots, he shot the dude in the hand. Or dude might have been trying to run and duck, like trying to dodge these bullets in real time, but he shot the dude in the hand. Like dude might have put his hand up. Probably with the shooting, probably put his hand up. Shot the dude in the hand and took off. Cops got him before he even exited the complex. But on the cameras, you see the guy walk out in the middle of the street, and he's like perfectly fine. He's just like this. And then when he gets to the middle of the road, he's like, help me, I've been shot. And then he falls. Like, when I watched that shit back, it just made me laugh. I don't know why, because it looks so performative. It looked like homie was putting on a show. I'm like, dude, like, what the fuck, man? This shit looked fake as shit. I didn't even think he was hurt. But, yeah, I guess he got shot in the hand and shit. And then they wanted me to go downtown to testify. I was like, fuck that. I'm straight. They sent me a court summons. There was a detective coming to my door like once or twice a week for like a couple of months. I was just dodging these motherfuckers. I'm like, dog, I ain't trying to testify in this bullshit. Granted, I was pissed. Like dude put, because there was a whole bunch of kids. Like when I looked on the security camera, there was a whole bunch of kids having a picnic right by where it happened, like one of these backyards. So dude chased this guy where these kids was just chilling, having a picnic on a blanket or whatever. It's like 5 or 6 little kids, and there was like 1 or 2 like grown ones, like maybe like 11, 12 years old. So I see him on the camera like just running scared shitless. The little ones are just like slowly walking, and then the older ones are running back, grabbing him like, come on, like we gotta get the fuck up out of here. So a dude did that shit right in front of a group of kids. So like when I seen that made me even madder. First I'm just pissed because like, fuck, what if my daughter got shot through the window? What if I got shot? Like when you got kids, bro, you ain't gonna play. You try to do everything in your power to protect them, keep them safe. There was an incident several years back. A girl I used to date for a couple of years, like I actually like lived with her. I didn't have nowhere to stay, and she let me stay at her crib. But I ended up like helping raise her 2 sons for a few years, and it was like 9 and 11 at the time, and then we was together maybe like about 4 years. But I love these kids like they was my own. Both of them, after I left, both of them ended up getting into a fight and accidentally killing a kid, and both of them literally went to prison and got locked up. I tried to go visit him, go see him. I tried to like have someone reach out to her, but she was like, no, she didn't want to give me her contact info or any contact info to get a hold of them, which kind of sucked. But it's like, that's her kids. There ain't shit I can do about that. But I would take them down to the neighborhood to get their hair cut, because their dads are from the neighborhood. One kid's dad is locked up in prison his whole life, for the majority of his life, so in and out of prison. The other dad's been locked up, and I think he was from Venezuela. And he would come around time to time and pick up his son. Like, me and him was cool, we got along. But their dads or their mom always took them over to Detroit to get their haircut. That's what we do here. We go to the hood, get a haircut. Now you got a bunch of people from the neighborhood that open up barbershops all around. So there's a couple good barbershops. But anyways, taking these kids to the barbershop to get their haircut, like normal weekend, nothing big. So I can't remember if they had got their haircut already or was getting ready to leave. But one dude's sitting down waiting to get his haircut. Another dude walks in. They make eye contact, and I instantly see the tension and feel tension. So I didn't see homie's gun yet, but I knew, like, most people are carrying around here. Like, if you're just out and about, you carrying something. So I grabbed both the kids. They was, like, to the side of me. I grabbed them with my arms and pushed them behind me and just, like, held them like this. Pushed them behind me. Didn't even think about it. Just, like, my mind was like, okay, if shit pops off, let me put them behind me and I'll just be a shield for them. Pushed them behind me. Dude ended up going and grabbing his pistol out, and then the owner of the barber shop was like, no, and got in between it and was like, no, bro, not here, and he deaded that shit. But the kids, they was like, damn, D, man, you wasn't even scared. And the little homie, I don't want to say his name because I don't want to put his shit out there, but he was like, damn, D, you wasn't even scared, bro. He's like, you just shielded us so we ain't get shot or hurt or nothing. He's like, man, you wasn't scared? I was like, that's not that I wasn't scared. I was just like, I wasn't worried about my safety. I was worried about you guys. You know what I'm saying? Because when someone entrusts you with their children to say, hey, these are my kids, take them out to eat, take them to get their hair cut. Like, you're responsible for another human being's life, man. Like, you're responsible. There's a little boy that got hit a couple weeks back. These complexes, like apartment complexes, it's like a townhouse complex, but it's like apartment complex, but it's townhouses. So it's like Section 8, because all people like from the city that moved out this way that live in these complexes. So they got a McDonald's. This shit is on the news. You could probably look it up. It was off Eureka Road in the city. I think it's Romulus. Either Romulus or Taylor. It's kind of close to the airport. So everyone runs across the street in front of traffic right there. And this little boy, he was trying to dart across the street. I think he was like 11 years old. I forgot his name. But he got hit by a car. And then one of the people told me that the car that hit him drug him for like a little while. Like they didn't even know they hit him. But he died. Shit. It's like fucked up. Like shit can go south, go bad in an instant, man. Like you don't even realize it. You don't realize how fucked up shit can get, how fucked up and how quick it can get fucked up until you've been in some situations like that, and then you start to grow, you start to have a different perspective just on life in general, just things in general. Like when you almost lose your life or you're around shit where people die or almost die, you have a whole new fucking outlook on shit. Like sometimes it's a wake-up call, sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's just a reminder, hey, stay out the bullshit. Like, just don't be going around the spots you really shouldn't be at. Or stop hanging with the people doing dumb shit you shouldn't be doing. Like, I lived out in Vegas years ago. I moved out to Vegas to work. It was taking 60% of my money for child support. Now, mind you, I've been a single dad. My daughter's 21 now. I've had her her whole life. Like, me and her mom shared joint custody. We split when she was like 2 years old. So we've had joint custody. From the time we split, joint custody, we just shared custody back and forth. But she would always play with me. She wouldn't give me my rights. She wouldn't let me take my daughter. She'd be like, no, you're not taking her. Or, you can only take her if you do this. And it was just, it was bad, bro. Like, she done sent people to my house with guns. She done fucking, bro, I don't even want to say. A lot of fucked up shit that almost got me caught up and locked up. And I wasn't doing nothing wrong, just exercising my rights. Long story short, I kept going to court. fighting as my own lawyer. So I'd go, what do I got to do? Oh, well, if you want to do it, you got to file a motion. What's that? Well, you fill out this paperwork, and then any of your supporting documents, you attach copies to this. That's what I got to do to get rights, or to exercise, or enforce my rights. Yep. Go to court over and over and over for years and years and years. Finally, it got to a point she was trying to leave state with her. I was like, that's not happening. So I went and picked her up. I'm like, hey, you want to live with Dad now? You've been asking me for years. She's like, yeah. She's like, I want to live with you. So I'm like, okay. And they end up getting custody. So she's been with me full time the last going on 11 years now. Like, I got full custody of her when she was like about 15. When we bought this house, moved into this house. We actually bought this house to get a nice place to have her, like where she had a safe place to grow up. I forgot the fucking point I was even trying to make. But like I was saying, man, kids, bro. If you have kids, you understand what you'll go through to protect them. If you don't have kids, you might have a good idea, like if you got nieces and nephews, or even like the best way I can explain is like if you got like a little brother or little sister, and how you feel super protective over like your little brothers or little sisters. It's kind of like that in a sense, but just amplified. Kind of same stuff in a sense. I don't know how long this shit says to dry for, but I'm gonna go ahead and apply a second coat. Say fuck it. I'll turn this heater on. Put this shit on low. This shit's sticky, bro. This shit's sticky like glue. I didn't even need this much. I could probably do fucking 3 or 4 desks with this. I can't tell if that's sawdust or if that's... I vacuumed everything. I vacuumed the floor because I was cutting wood back here. I brushed everything off with a dry brush. I try to wipe it with a microfiber towel, but the wood... It said to sand the wood. It said to sand the wood with like... What the fuck did it say? It says sand and wood with 200 grit first. Because what that does, that gives it like a little more grip for this stuff to sit into. You know, you're kind of smoothing it out in a sense, but you're adding like real little micro pockets for this stuff to sit into. But, bro, I sanded a little bit with whatever sandpaper I had. I think this is like 150 grit, so you have different grains. Like the higher the number, the more fine of a like the less it sands. And then I just taped it like with double-sided tape onto a block, so then you have like a sanding block to sand. So I kind of just hit the edges, like the edges and around the side where it had like frays, little frays. You know, this is pre-cut, but it still had a little bit of rough stuff, a little bit of rough spots. So if you go on like Lowe's website, this stuff is called Fortune or Future. They got a whole series of pure wood products. Like they had a bunch of sizes. Not a bunch, but enough. They had a like round table sizes. Like if you need round shit for table, like you make a round table. I just hope I'm doing this shit right. I mean, I know I am in a sense. I probably need to just like let this layer cure. Or just freaking dry. But I'm impatient, bro. I'm about to... We ain't gonna rush it, but... Like Vindoc, VINDOC, like the Vindoc, Vendor Doc. Nothing against none of y'all names, but y'all, people need to come up with like branding names. I get it, people are not on YouTube like that, but I always tell people like, use a nickname if you can. And let's say, because like, a lot of the names are taken now. So if you have like a common nickname or a nickname that you try to choose as your custom name for any of your socials, I tell everybody just, so like say you got the name Mike, right? Mike whatever. Million Mikes, you're most likely not going to be able to get that name on YouTube, but you could always do like Mike and then put like an underscore or like dot. Like just some weird character that doesn't take away from the spelling of the name. And go with that. So like mine, right? I made a second channel, or somebody had one of my names or some shit. But I made a channel with the Beats with an S. Because motherfuckers be trying to bootleg my shit, bro, and I'm not even that cracking. I've had a few people, and these motherfuckers be watching this shit too, dog. They be trying to hack my shit. Motherfuckers did hack my shit a couple years ago. They got in all my shit. But people trying to act as me, like making pages with a similar name. And it's like, bro, just leave people the fuck alone. Let people do their fucking thing, man. Like, go make your own name and your own fucking brand. And I swear, from what I've noticed, nothing against anybody's culture or anybody's ethnicity, but some of you fucking Nigerians and some of you Indians, bro, y'all be hacking the fuck out of some shit. You guys be trying to extort people, and I know like in Europe, like Germany and shit, like a lot of motherfuckers are real good with computers and be hacking some shit. So I get it, like it comes from China too, like them motherfuckers be hacking some shit. So I get it. But bro, leave me the fuck alone, man. And then a YouTuber I was watching earlier was a guy that does mechanic shit, where he'll like see somebody broke down and he'll help them, which I've done that. I did that last year. I've like, anytime I see somebody broke down or fucked up, I try to help them if I can. But there's a few guys that got YouTube channels, and that's what they do. They go around with their mechanic truck and they pay for the part, they fix the shit. Don't charge them nothing, you know what I'm saying? They just want to help out. They want to help out and make content out of it. You can't blame people for doing that shit. But I forgot dude's name. It was like Michael something. Tall white dude, real curly hair. His girl's usually filming. He was in Tulsa, Oklahoma. But he said from him helping somebody, I guess he helped some girl with mental issues or something. Because like, people kept messaging him, yo, this girl needs help. Yo, this chick, she needs, you know, help with her cars and whatnot. And from helping this girl, somehow, some way, motherfuckers end up calling CPS on him, sending CPS to his crib. All over him trying to help somebody, and then just whatever fixation they had on him or whatever beef they had with him for whatever reason. That's why I don't like sharing too much of like my personal shit. Because one, I ain't trying to have motherfuckers trying to dox me or call the police where you're at, send the police your way, because people be doing that shit, dog, and it's the dumbest, lamest shit in the world. Like, I know a lot of the younger kids or the younger generation today, they think that shit's funny. They think that shit's whatever. Like, oh yeah, I'm about to fuck this motherfucker up. Haha. Can't do nothing about it. Like, dog, that shit'll come back on you, bro. I don't give a fuck what you say, bro. Everything you do in life, life has a funny way of balancing itself out. I'm a living testament to that shit. I can tell you that shit right fucking now. It's a big part why I stopped doing a lot of the dumb shit I used to do. Because every time I did something dumb, some bullshit would happen to me right after. And I kept asking myself, damn, why does shit just be fucking... Why does bullshit just be happening in my life, dog? I ain't fucking with nobody. Because I was doing dumb shit. Alright, I think I put this shit on way too thick this second time, so let's just make this shit work, bro. I'm trying to save the second sponge for the back side. I don't even have to do the other side, because this is the only side that's going to be seen. But I kind of want... Let me do this. Spread out this excess. I put this shit on too thick right now. Second coat. Thin it out though. Not thin it, but spread it out. Which in return thins it out. I want this shit to be even, dude. I wanted the glossy shit. I wanted this shit to be like... I just want it to be smooth to touch, that's all. I don't want it to feel rough. I really don't care about it shiny. I really don't give a fuck about it shiny. Oh yeah, that's way too thick. That shit looking like fucking paint. I want to say in a sense that's what this is. Alright, these fumes are fucking with me now, bro. Crack this window. God damn, man. That shit all over my motherfucking hand. Or on the glove. These sponges work pretty good, man. If you guys decide to do this, try these sponges out. I don't know how it compares to the actual brushes, like how well the brush works, but I would say this sponge works better. Yeah, fucking earbud's about to fall out. No. So it says it's gonna take like a good, how many hours to say to cure? 24 hours or some shit like that. I be doing shit like this all the time, man. I always have some type of project in the works. They sell now at, I don't know about Home Depot, but Lowe's had all the fucking slanted wood panels. So they have the tall 8-foot ones that are, 24 inches by 8 feet. That's the slanted wood. So they have, I don't think they had the black ones, but they had, no, they did have some black ones, but they had the, like the walnut color, and then like the light color, like the color of this table. Then they had the smaller panels, then they had just the regular ones, and they had the ones that had the rubber foam padding on the back. Because I always wanted to put a couple of those in the studio, so like, either do a whole wall of them, or sections, and then something else in between. Because I need to redesign that back wall. I gotta order a SB light logo, like my current light logo, but one with the new SB logo. I ordered one last year from China, and like when you add everything you need to add, they advertise it as like $60. But when you add everything you need to add, it ends up being like, it can be close to like $200. But I learned you can get it bigger. It's like, it goes by the size, 12 inches, 18, 16, 24 inches. I think I ordered a 24, 28 inch one because I wanted it, pretty big where you could like even put it outside. But I learned if you want to get it bigger for cheaper, the signs, the light up signs on Amazon, you select the option cut to size. So if you make your logo, 30 inches or whatever, they have to cut it to size. So it's a way to get around having to pay to make it bigger, because they just make it the shape of the logo or make it round or something. But there's no charge for that. Like, they don't charge you extra for that. So in essence, you could get a bigger logo. I think that's what it was. It cost me more to get it custom cut. Like, cut to the size of the logo or the design of the logo. But if you wanted to just get it round, it's cheaper or some shit. Alright, let's try this. Stir this up a little more. Put this lid on. Damn, man. The fact that you could stain wood black is dope. I always thought people bought wood like that. People had like black wood, walnut wood. They even have a stain to where you could do it like purple, like a turquoise, or like a maroon. So they have one that does a couple different colors, which would be cool. But I always like, damn man, where they find wood that color at? And then I was watching some shit recently. It was a couple redoing a art like a traveler's van. So they turned a traveler's van into a custom, like a regular delivery van into a traveler's RV van. And they was doing it for a customer, but oh fuck, bitch. Motherfucker. Where's my glove? Alright, this goes right. That shit almost looked purple. Motherfucker, dog. I gotta wash this shit off. But I'm gonna show you guys right now like what it looks like so far. Hopefully this shit's gonna be dope. I think I'll be happy with it because it's a pretty good quality piece of wood. it's not as good as the Butcher Block stuff. That Butcher Block stuff is dope. And that Butcher Block stuff is like a couple different colors. So that's what we got so far. So you need a little more there. Need to let this shit dry though. Feeling that, but you know, the bottom is white. I just hope that it's like really smooth to touch. I didn't do a lot of normally I do a lot of like a lot of research. Like I'll watch several videos on something and then I'll read up quite a bit on like the do's and don'ts, like doing a new process. But this is similar to painting. But like just normally go painting, like I got stuff in a can. All right, I gotta shut this window. I got it cracked to like just like ventilate in here, but I don't want this shit blowing debris. Like we get so bad winds out here. This shit blew off a bunch of stuff off the house. And I had stuff screwed down to where it ripped the fucking screws. Like aluminum skirting on like trailer homes, mobile homes. They call them modular homes. Out here, they're really nice. Like a lot of them are really nice. Ours is really nice, even though it's older. But so you have all this skirting, and we had an extra track put on the bottom so that they're secure, that they don't fly off. And then I screwed them down like every other 1 or 2 or 3 with screws, and the wind pulled and ripped them to where there was rips in it like this long. So where the screws mounted, and the fucking wind pulled it out, and just like if we used to grab it by hand and try to yank it out, there was these big long rips. And then a lot of the siding was off. That shit was off the cribble. What's this kid making? Popeye? That's probably madre. Got the drum set. Got these little 13-inch hi-hats. I bang on this shit every once in a while. I sampled that whole kit and I can't find the session. Sample that whole fucking kit and can't find the session. I don't remember what I saved it under. I thought I saved it like under something, drums. But yeah, that logo on the ceiling too, that's an old logo. That's like the first logo I designed. And that's the logo that's on the rug on the wall right here, which I hate it. Weaver Beats roasted me. He's like, what is that on your wall? That shit is trash. So the other day I mounted the light sign. Like these light signs right here, you can order these on Amazon. They advertise them at like $60, but that's like if you get a small 12-inch one. And then they put lights on it. And if you want to get colored lights, it's more. But that was mounted right there on the door. Like that was the best spot for it. So like when I'm shooting my videos, it picks up the logo. Like it's a signature thing. But I need to order this SB logo. I can't wait. So I designed this recently. I did that in Blender. So it's literally 3-dimensional. But to get stuff to look 3-dimensional, even if it is 3-dimensional, to get it to translate, it's all about the lighting. So I did like within the 3D space, I did like a light here, a light here. So I basically 1 key light, 2 key lights, 3 key lights, 4 key lights. I think I just did just 1. Then you got your main space light up over, and then I did key lights from the back. And when you do the key lights from the back, that's where you get some of this depth. Or key light at the bottom shining up on an angle. And I probably like played with the lighting for hours and hours and hours and hours to get that shit to look great. Is this shit froze? Nice. Beautiful. Alright, I'm gonna have to shut this session down and reopen this shit. Or maybe not. Oh, this shit's acting up. We gotta shut this shit down. Hold up. I go into here, like the task manager, in task. I don't think it's that one though. This other one right here. In task, in process. It's like when my computer's running longer, there's more shit that runs in the background. Like that's one of the bad parts, like having a lot of programs. So like Crow Hill's running in the background, Dante's running in the background. I'm not even using Dante, but Tico bought me a Dante Via license. So that way if I go to anyone's studio that has Dante's literally, so like you got an interface in a computer. If I want my computer audio to play in a big studio or anyone's studio I go to that has a laptop and speaker setup, instead of like plugging like TRS lines or mic lines or whatever, with Dante, you literally just run a network cable into their network or their computer. You go into Dante, open it up. Well, on mine I wouldn't. They would do it on theirs. And then they would select my port or wherever I'm at, my computer. And then through literally the network cable, everything transmits. And then you can even do, like if I'm not mistaken, you could bust it down and do tracks. So you could bust it down to individual tracks depending on the Dante license. But that's how a lot of these studios communicate, from studio to studio and remote studios. Like you could tie a studio in from another location into a different studio. But even in the Apollo or the Universal Audio console, if I go to settings, network, so it picks it up that, you know, there is a Dante. Like it'll pick it up if you have Dante running, it'll pick it up. IP mode, IP, MAC address, IP mode, IP, MAC, reset. I don't think it's picking up because I disabled it, but yeah, so pretty much done, man. Done with the desk. Been running for about an hour. Just want to get on live and kind of show the process. Let you guys get a peek at what I'm working on. Stuff that is not music. It's still music related. It's not music, but it inspired me to do this shit because I've been watching. I don't know if you guys know who Crow or the company Crow Hill. I forgot dude's name, but he's a short dude with glasses, bald European guy. Just has a cool personality. He's like, he has like this like good sense of humor, like he'd be saying witty and just quirky things, and then the way that like the European people talk, because like if like you're like a junk drawer, right? Or yeah, I got a bunch of stuff just laying around. He always says the same, you know, a bunch of bips and bobs or whatever the fuck. But he started a whole series to where he calls them vlogs, but he's just been vlogging his everyday routine. So wake up, coffee, walks from his house back to his studio space, the barn or the shed that's on his property. and then he just turns it into like a digestible episode. He was talking about that yesterday, about breaking it down into like a storyline, not just filming something and then editing it and putting it out. That's where I struggle at, because like I have all this footage. Like I document a lot of stuff I do, a lot of sessions I do with people, I document it. If I'm out and about doing something, I document it, and I just have this footage just building into a database. But then when you sit down to edit the shit, to think like, all right, what should I do with this? How do I edit this? How do I make this make sense? And if you didn't film it in a certain way, sometimes you're missing pockets to help tell that story. So you might like have like a good intro or a good solid segment for the core of the video, but you don't have like a lot of B-roll, or you only have, you know, A-roll, action roll, or whatever. That's one thing I had to learn doing music videos. You gotta shoot A-roll and B-roll, and there's other shit you can shoot, you know, shit with dialogue, all that. But you learn more just by doing it. Like if you just sit and try to mull over it and think about it, and like, I don't know if I can do it, I'm not good enough. You literally just got to start doing this shit. Even with YouTube, I just started doing this shit. I was like, I'm just going to do it. And so, little over 2 years ago, I had a few people tell me, like, people around me said, bro, don't waste your time with YouTube, bro. Like, don't even waste your time. It ain't even worth it. I'm like, no, I want to get my YouTube monetized. Bro, don't even waste your time, bro. Focus on making beats. Like, that's what everyone been telling me my whole life. Just focus on making beats, bro. Don't try to rap. Focus on making beats. I'm like, bro, how are you going to tell me what I should do? I never feel the right of telling the next person what they should do. Now, I could give you my point of view on what I think might benefit somebody, but I never feel I have the right to tell anybody what the fuck they should do. And it's like, people try to put themselves in your shoes and say, okay, this is what I would do if I was you. But we're not the same person. So if you was to actually take over my day or my year or my month, you would make decisions based on what you think is best from your point of view. It might not be what's best for me. But I stayed on it, man. I worked hard on my YouTube on and off and got that shit monetized. I didn't think it was never going to happen. Now it's even harder. Like if you try to start YouTube now and get it monetized, it's going to be even harder because this algorithm's constantly changing. And once you start doing like a lot of videos, or you start doing clips and you start doing content and releasing it, and like you name something, put hashtags, thumbnail, there's all these different checklists that you're doing to try to make it seem like it's something worth somebody watching. And then the video don't get no views, or it gets very little views. You try to figure out, damn, why is my YouTube videos not doing well? Then you start to realize, okay, the time of day matters, the title matters, the thumbnail matters, the content that I'm doing might be stuff that people is really looking for right now. That's why you see, when you see somebody talk about one trending topic, you see everybody else follow suit. It's just because that right there, if like, this is the topic that's hot right now, all right, I'm going to do a video on it today. Because that's what people are looking for. That's what the current news or current topic is of the day or the week. Normally it seems like a couple day cycle. From like 1 day to 3 day cycle. A new topic pops up, everyone's talking about it, then it's on to the next. And then later on, that topic might come back up again with new life breathed into it. So there's all these variables, but I started doing a lot of clips, like a lot of shorts, a lot of clips of shit. And that helped. That helped a lot. Helped a lot get my channel monetized. And then just doing like regular videos, just shooting regular shit. I'm gonna get a stream deck out. And this one's all set up to control that camera. So that's the sleep button. If I press this, it's gonna wake the camera up. Bong, it's awake. That's like my OBS camera. So that's a OBSBot AI camera, it'll like follow me. So if I hit, I believe, so this is upper body, full body. If I hit that, see if it does it. That one's not working. That one. Yeah, so that one made it follow me, right? And then I can control it up and down. So I don't even need a remote. I programmed it into this Stream Deck, and I can literally, I have a PT Zoom camera now. Then you got presets. So if I hit this preset 1, boom, the camera's gonna go right to like where I'm in frame. Launch OBS. I think I'll do a video today. I gotta get some shit recorded. I got probably 12 songs I need to do vocals on, and then about 12 songs I need to mix. And I just keep producing and making new shit. Yeah. So bong. So that's one of the scenes. See, I don't like the new update. Okay, it does show up. Yeah, so whatever scene is activated, it has like the smiley face on it. So that's that scene. Now if I hit scene 1, which is the intro scene. So that's the intro scene, which is just an overhead little Wi-Fi camera. You could literally buy a couple like $20 Wi-Fi cameras and set you up a multi-camera podcast. But you want ones where it allows you to adjust the coloring. That way you can dial like in the saturation and make it look halfway decent. So if I go there, and then we can move that camera with this. Go to the next page. So I can literally... That's what's so dope about this camera. I can get any shot or any angle with it. And this thing's got fucking AI on it. Like an AI follow you. I know some people said they don't like it, but I like it. So those are the big ass clouds I got up. 6x4 foot clouds, 2 of them. And then if I hit preset 1, preset 1 goes right back to my sitting position. You can do 3 positions. And then if I goes AI, hit the AI shit. Boom, now it's following me. So as I move around, it follows and it will zoom in. The upper body one zooms in. Then as you sit up or get closer to it, it zooms back out. And then I could turn it off. And then if we go into... I'm going to try to figure out why that full body one's not working. This full body is supposed to do full body. Tiny SC ROM. Okay. Human tracking mode. We need full body. AI tracking mode. Human tracking mode. Gesture control. It's like they changed the names of it. What is that called now? Yeah, because it's just saying RMOWCYH1151KET. That don't even make no sense. So like Stream Deck will come out with apps for different hardware. So Stream Deck has an OBSBot app. So an OBSBot app that controls that. So if it's a product they make an app for, you can then control the parameters. Like even with my studio mic or these mics, that's going through the Apollo. And that's I can run it through the mic and say, you know, capture my mic line through my Apollo. And then I can mute my mic when I'm live on air. Whether I'm using these or if I'm using that. So here's the AI tracking. Yeah, so you got upper body, headless, lower body, close up. Full body, upper body, lower body. Is that it? Yo, that shit just zoomed in, bro. Oh, that's jacked up. Hold on. Upper body. Close up. Is that it? Oh, that's weird. Is it gone? They moved it? You can do hand tracking to where it just track your hand. And this is OBSBot. So if you look up these cameras, they have them like, that's the cheapest one. It's about $100, but it has the AI tracking in it. So tracking speed, spot or standard. If I go to standard, upper body, normal tracking. So standard tracking is kind of slow. Spot tracking. Spot tracking. So normal tracking, that what it should be under. So we go here. Sub property. Oh, here it goes right here. So we want full body. Select property, I just did. Human tracking mode. Full body. Upper body, oh, they changed it. They did. There is no more full body. It used to have full body, upper body. And they even got like a lower body. I guess we don't need that one no more. That can go. So it's just upper body now. Okay, get rid of this. Right click, delete. So I can use that spot for something else now. Huh. Good to know. And then you go put these on your phone for free. They let you you can use it on your phone for free, like up to like 6 or 8 spaces, something like that. Then I just move the camera to there, and then I'm gonna hold this down for 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3, and then that's a new preset. All right, I'm gonna wash up, go try to put another coat on this desk, and then flip it over. I'm gonna get off here, man. Hour 23-minute live. It's your boy D, man, and thanks for stopping in, saying what's up. Try to go live a little more here and there, just to chop it up. It's hard to do it though, like, not hard, just trying to have it make sense. Not to where just like, hey man, this is me walking down the street. I'm just walking. I don't know where I'm going, I'm just walking. I'm walking to the store, man. I'm gonna go buy a bag of chicken. But yeah. Stay tuned for more content. Got some shit coming. I got a few videos I gotta edit, put out. I got a EP-ish album coming called Lefty Tapes. It's my dog Lefty that died in 2017. He OD'd. Just drove by the spot he OD'd at earlier. I was out and about. But I got 2 verses locked down so far of him that I put on new production and cleaned up his vocals because I had to do stem separation. So I had to pull his vocals off of old songs. And like, this is my dog Lefty right here, bro. That's my dog. Blonde hair, blue eye, white boy. And then that right there, That's your boy D right there. That's Lefty in the middle. And that's J-Bad. Both of these were my two closest friends in the world. They both died. J-Bad died in OD in like 2001-ish. Almost 2002. This is all of us at a rave in Cincinnati. So we threw our own rave. Me and Lefty did security at this gate. And we made a shitload of money. So, okay, I don't want to say. Gave away a bunch of ecstasy. Had a bunch of ecstasy. Like, that's me in my 20s, bro. I was 21 in this picture. But I put these pictures in like a memory booklet. So if you look at some of my links, there's a CD and vinyl you can get right now for the single Hold Up that we dropped last year. So in this booklet, I just put some memorabilia. So that's another one of my good friends that's still alive. It's like one of the original members of H-Click, my group we used to have. That's Q Diggs, aka Robert Wygonic. It's my dog. But that's me and Rob performing live at a venue here locally. And then we got custom H-Click shirts. We always got new shirts for shows. Custom jerseys I got for everybody. That's another show with all of us. Lefty wasn't there though. But up here, J-Bad's in it. Shout out DAD, Dwayne. Shout out Sternum, Shane Stern, Shane. Shout out Big Eduardo. Shout out Pop Tart. Big Pop T. Pop T. That's Sean. That's Zah. Q Diggs. Your boy D-Scan. And the homie Enoch. Now, on me in this photo, I had this big ass chain. I put that in J-Bad's casket. So I put that in his casket with him when he died. I gave him that chain. Buried him with it. That was my brother, man. That was my heart. And then here's another H-Click show. So Lefty right there in the corner. Me in the middle. Thugging it out. And then a couple of the homies. Sternum again. Stern came all the shows. And then this is at one of our homies' memorials that died. A couple years ago, he passed away. So this is us years later, like a little bit older. Sternum, DAD, Q Diggs, and then myself. So I just put some memorabilia in here. And then that's a young D-Scan, like a 20-year-old, 21-year-old D-Scan. So that's one of my like old producer setups. Literally a Dell home computer, Casio keyboard, and I was running everything directly into the sound card of the computer. We had a mic hooked up on this other side of this wall with a little makeshift booth, like closet booth. And then this is like one of the last pictures of me and Lefty taken. So this is 2016. Yeah. 2015, 2016, 2015. Me and Lefty at an Esham show out at the Crow's Foot. Out Pontiac area. We went and picked the tickets up from E directly. And we've done shows with E. We've chilled and kicked it with E. John was in Esham video, zombie video. But this is the last picture with me and Dog alive, bro. I used that picture and I put him on a hoodie called the Detroit Swag hoodie because I put a song out with him on it called Detroit Swag. That was my bro, man. I be having dreams about him sometimes. I had a dream about him not that long ago. I want to see if I can play a snippet of this Detroit Swag. I'll pull this shit up on the decks. This thing stopped working for a short time. Windows did some type of update. Serato, DJ did some type of update. This thing stopped working. It was just like all the lines would be red line and you couldn't play nothing. You'd hit play, nothing would play. And then out of nowhere, Windows did an update. Serato DJ did an update and then it started working again. I was so mad because it became like a fucking $300 paperweight. See if I can get Serato to open up. Come on, bro. Stop playing with me, man. But yeah, that's a young D-scan setup right there. That's crazy looking at that picture. I had a couple of setups. We had it in the basement to start. I built a booth and all that shit. Like double plexiglass, all that. Alright, let's do this. Put the camera this way. Let's do this. I'm trying to see Serato, bro. They got it set up like if you don't pay, you can't use your hardware. So let me see if I can find... I'm trying to find this shit. I don't know where the fuck this song is, but it's called... Detroit Swag. I don't even know where the fuck this is. Oh, let's try this again. D-E-T. Detroit Swag. I got 59 gigs just in like MP3 and waves. Just in that one folder. Why is it searching a screen? No, bro. Hold on. Don't search in screenshots, dude. Search here. Detroit Swag. See if we can get this shit to pop up. I'm trying to play this one song with Lefty in it. Okay, here we go. Vocal effects, Detroit Swag, project folder. Here it goes right here. Master number 4 wave. Right click. I'll have to pull this on the decks. Copy. And then right click. Show me the origin. Where the fuck is it? Where is the open? Bro, show more options. There we go. Show me the parent folder. Where the fuck is that option? It's always on. Man, this is some bullshit. Let me do this. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, Lefty songs. Detroit Swag's not in here. Paste. The source and destination file name are the same. That's fine, motherfucker. Okay. Detroit Swag. Alright, good. Now we can pull it up. The new Serato update's pretty dope. So Lefty's my dog that passed away in 2016, 2017. He was the homie like that did music with me from like not day one for me, but day one, like me and him linking up. We did all our shows together. We had a whole run, man. So if I go into Lefty songs, Lefty master, drop it on this deck. Oh, I already got cue points. but I can't hear nothing. Alright, Serato, what's going on?
Detroit.
Oh, this is pretty dope. Why is that not playing? Oh, that's the beginning. That key point's gonna get the fuck up out of there.
Detroit swag. How one presents him or herself to the world. Detroit swag is shown from how a person handles a situation. It can also be shown in the person's walk, demeanor, or behavior.
So what I did is I pulled vocals off an old song of his, and I put it in a way to where it made sense, and then I made a hook out of taking bits and pieces out of his verse and using Serato sampler to make a hook and make him sound like he's speaking on this subject matter, which is pretty fucking dope when you think about it. Born and raised. I did this song probably like 2 years ago. Born and raised in an acid on competitors at ease like a breeze. Coming from the city known for the crooked police. Age click, born and raised in the streets of the deep. Gunshots rain like a war zone in the Middle East. Walking left the Detroit beast. Off this beach to feast. Only ScantlessBeatz. See, I'm blessed like MJ in the fourth quarter. Taking the game and taking it over. So listen to the message that I sent when I grabbed this pen. Age click is back in the game again. Scantless fuck and I give us a 10. Stand in the scheme to get the green. Will never give up on my dreams. All I can depend is all we need to proceed. I'm still sporting that Detroit swagger. And what your fucks think, it really don't matter. I'm about to release my bladder on you fake fucks. H click, what up? Yeah, so it came out pretty dope. Like, these things are awesome to have. This is like one of the cheapest controllers you can get, but it works perfect for DJing. Alright, that's about it for me. It's your boy D. Let me get up out of here. Go back, finish this desk. Get this shit done. Be able to put it together tomorrow. Alright, I'm out.